The company is called Lumen because the work is easy and the salary is 10 million per year. Every day, tens of thousands of applicants come to apply. But the strange thing is, before the formal interview, they ask the candidates to make a video of themselves, something along the lines of, "I really like this job. I voluntarily accept all the rules of the company and promise not to quit." Then they drill a hole in the applicant's head. Then a mysterious chip is implanted into their brain. The applicant will lose consciousness instantly. When they wake up again, they will find themselves on the conference table. Anna is the job seeker of the day, but when she wakes up, she has no idea what she's doing. Looking into the empty room, she is scared and goes to the door. She knocks frantically on the door, but there was no response from outside. At that moment, the stereo on the table sounded. It said that if she answered 3 questions, and she could join Lumen. But when the interviewer asked Anna's name, Anna was frozen. She seemed to have lost her memory. She couldn't remember it. Then the interviewer asked, where was her home address? What were her parents' names? But Anna couldn't remember any of them, and because she couldn't answer them, but she passed the interview. Your answer is a perfect score. It turns out that Anna's brain was implanted with a memory separation chip. Once the chip is implanted, this chip causes selective amnesia. When she goes to work, she forgets about her life. She can concentrate on her work. The memory of work is forgotten at the end of the day. The worries of work don't interfere with life. But the first day Anna started working, Anna felt the weirdness of the company from the very first day she started. Her job was to stare at the numbers on the computer. If she felt a number was scary, she deleted the numbers. She couldn't understand why she had chosen such a boring job. She wanted to quit and leave the company. So the supervisor took Anna out of the office. They walked through one corridor after another. When they came around a corner, the supervisor stopped. He said to Anna, "Just push open the door in the corridor and you can leave." But then, something even stranger happened. Anna went to the door. She looked through the glass window and saw outside was the normal staircase. But the moment she opened the door, she was back at the office. Anna thought she was hallucinating. She decided to try again. She then tried several more times, but she still couldn't get out of the office. That's when Mark told Anna to leave the company. She had to resign from the company, to resign at the same time, and that the only way to leave the company, only the lift to and from work. But once you enter the lift, the chip in your brain will be activated, and you'll lose your memory. So Anna came up with a solution. She had to submit her resignation from the company, and then write down the resignation message on a post-it note, and then take it outside, so that she can be seen outside the office. Anna ran out of the office and into the lift, but she didn't expect. The lift is equipped with a text reader. As soon as the text was recognized, it would immediately sound an alarm. The sound of the alarm alerted the executives of the company. Anna was terrified. The executive disarms the alarm. When he saw the sticky note in Anna's hand, he understood everything. According to company rules, Anna was to be punished. Luckily, Mark arrived just in time. He said he had failed to control his subordinates. He volunteered to take Anna's place, so the executive took Mark into a small dark room, but Anna was still not satisfied, since the text outside her body was recognizable. Then she hid it inside. She stuffed the written sticky notes into the cap of the pen. Then she taped it shut. She found a glass of water and filled it halfway with water. But just as she was about to swallow the cap, Mark suddenly appeared behind her. It seems that Mark has finished his punishment. Anna's actions had been seen by Mark. He put his hand up to Anna's mouth. Anna had no choice but to spit the cap out. As she was leaving, Mark said to her, "We're done for the day, get ready to leave." Unfortunately, the two of them met in the car park after work. They had lost their memories. They saw each other as strangers. In the evening, Mark goes to a restaurant for dinner. Suddenly a man sat down opposite him. He tells Mark to get off the phone. The man said his name was Patty. He was also Mark's best friend. Mark was surprised. How could Patty remember going to work? Patty said he had removed the chip from his brain, and that he had learned of a conspiracy by the Lumen Corporation. Now the company is after him. The reason he risked coming to Mark, to save Mark. But Mark, who had lost his memory, didn't believe Patty's story. So Patty left a letter and left in a hurry. Mark opened the letter. The contents of the letter left him in a state of disbelief. The truth is that there's more to Lumen than meets the eye. Underneath the company, there were secrets that could not be revealed. Although Mark didn't believe Patty's words, but out of curiosity, he decided to go to Patty and find out what was going on. So he lied about being ill. He took a leave of absence from
Worker, employee number 4502.
Mr. Scout, what a pleasure. How can I help you?
I actually woke up not feeling terribly well. Sorry, I'm just now calling.
Oh no. Mask, how serious it is?
Just after hanging up the phone, the executive noticed something unusual about Mark, because Mark never takes time off work. Soon Mark found the address in the letter. He found the place where Patty was hiding. He asked Patty what secrets were hidden underneath the company. Patty shook his head. He said he only knew the tip of the iceberg. So Patty played a recording.
I'm afraid you're not sorry. Please. I truly am. I'm sorry. Please read the statement again. Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world, and I may atone for my actions beneath, though only in me shall their stain live on. I am thankful to have been caught, my full cut short by those with wizened hands.
What's inside? It's the audio of Mark confessing his sins, wondering what work he had done. Why did he have to confess? Then Patty points to the slate next to him. On it he had drawn a map of the inside of the company. Seeing all this, Mark decided to take Patty back home first. He let Patty stay in the basement of the house, but just as he was about to take a shower, a sudden attack of memory recovery, a sharp pain in his brain, blood came out of her nose. At the same time, he had a hallucination, seeing a different version of herself. Early the next morning, Mark told Patty to stay at home. He had to go to work. When he arrived at work, Mark lost his memory as usual. Today's job was to learn about the company's culture. Mark and a few colleagues, they arrive at the company's culture building. Inside, there are statues of the company's past directors. The purpose of the building is to allow employees to pay homage to them. There is also a house where the founder lived. In the evening when Mark arrived home from work, he found that Patty had disappeared, so he rushed out in his car to look for him. When he passed the petrol station, he saw a police officer working on a case. Out of curiosity, he got out of his car to check, but to his surprise, he happened to see Patty with blood all over his face. At this point, Patty also saw Mark. He seemed to have something to say, but the next moment, Patty fell to the ground and died.